Hey, what is up? Welcome to a new vlog to my. Let's just get on with it. So, topic of today is the rotting shadow brother within, of whom you just saw a little glimpse. I'm talking about like a body deeply buried within that we all have, male, female, young, old, because we denied it, we cursed it. It's like a part of the self that like a more sexual, violent, backstabbing nature, and it's born out of trauma, out of sin, jealousy, envy, but not like the raw emotion. It's like the not acting on that emotion, and then it turns within instead of coming out, and it builds, and then it starts rotting, and that's like the shadow gone bad because every animal, certainly every predator, has a shadow. You have to make the kill, and you have to fuck the bitch. So you better learn to develop some aggression to make the kill and to court the lady. So, trauma, lethargy, passivity, fatigue. As you get to a certain age, like around 30, 35 if you're late. So basically, this time, for the first time in my life, I am early on the party. I'm early because, you know, everybody else of my age still has to go through this. And I've already been in this state for like 15 years. So I'm finally ahead. Only in that way, like only in my journey into hell, I'm ahead. All the rest, I'm behind. But don't tell anybody. So once there was Crow, and that Crow had an immense hunger. So, he stole, he ate, and he went to a new region, and he ate everything over there as well. And then he went to a new, and he ate everything, and he stole everything that he liked. Now, one day, the Crow was very thirsty. So he flew until he finds some shimmering. It was like a little pond. He went to the pond, went to drink, looked inside it, and then his mirror reflection ate him. That is the fable of the Black Crow or the Shadow Brother. Your sins will come back to haunt you, which is a basic principle of karma. And then there's a very intelligent man who I met once, who I kind of backstabbed at the last moment. But it's not that severe, but Anyway, he taught me that he was from Sri Lanka originally, and he taught me about the principle of chaotic karma, like chaos karma, in the sense that I do vibe with that mentality or idea of how things are processed and how things go. So then the question is, if you've been traveling in that swamp, in that black forest, in that cold, hot desert, how do we get out? Because many times I thought I was out, but I wasn't out. Now I have to admit it, like the cave that we dread to enter most holds the treasure that we seek. And just like Cholo Quincle, I have been hiding in the underworld, running away, running away, running away. Could have had many girlfriends, but every time me and the girl really matched, I freaked out, I panicked, and I ran away. Sometimes I fucked her and then I ran away, but that is like the minority of the cases. And sometimes I just started behaving stupid and annoying, went after other women, and then ran away. But it always comes down to running away. I've done many things to try to heal my trauma, but I never truly came to the cave I had to. I never saw the wounds, and I never addressed. I did everything around it, except the fundamental soil upon which my life tree grows. That is the skeletons beneath in that earth and the rot that spread over there. Man, I hope this is recording and that the sound is good. Even though I had a little bit of a freak out in the beginning. Because, I was thinking, oh, I have to do it again, it's not perfect. And I'm so perfect, so everything has to be perfect, just like I perfectly arranged my room. All right. The reason of this vlog is I'm very depressed. I'm very lethargic. I'm very fatigued. Like the myth and the psyche is my strong domain, as the magician is my main archetype. But I'm just not fixing my issues. I'm just not getting through it. I'm so sad. I'm so traumatized and in pain. I called it the DDTD, like the deep development traumatic disorder. In the sense that, that feeling that you're 18 years old, you want to move out of your parents' house, you want to build your life, you want to enjoy your life, you want to enjoy the world. I never had that. I mean, I can blame it on certain things that happened in my childhood, as we all do. And I can blame it on divorce, I can blame it on the bullying, I can blame it on the lack of success with women, although that's not really true, because I've had many opportunities, and just before sex or just before relation, I found a very unique way to freak out and completely shred it apart. I mean, just to give an example, the first girl to ever wrote me a love letter, I just tore it up in front of her and everybody. Like, that is who I am, apparently. My point is, this trauma, it doesn't happen between 5 and 15. It happens between 0 and 5. Like, it happens as a baby, it happens as a toddler. And by the time you're 5, it's already in you. Now, of course, it's not an excuse, because we all have to go through trauma, several forms, several layers. We can call it karma. And we all have to fix it ourselves. We all have to. You know what's funny? I started this pod very depressed and sad, and now I'm fighting back. While usually I started very uplifted and very cool, and then it goes down. So this is how the pendulum swings, how the wheel of fortune spins and spins. So you have many creation myths. Well, actually, the stories after that always talks about like the twin brothers or the twin people. Well, it's actually usually men. Like, I'm thinking about uh, Remus and Romulus. I'm thinking about Quetzalcoatl and Xoloitzcuintli. I'm talking about, what else do you have? Well, Jesus and Satan. Although Satan is actually the opposite of God, and it's nothing to do with Jesus. But, for the sake of religion, that's completely twist and turn and deform and get corrupted and basically help destroy the civilization that we built. So fuck you, Catholics and Christians in general. You have betrayed the roots of what you were. But yeah, it's Muslims do it as well. Jews have done it. Yeah, Jews have done it as well. I mean, in the end, once cult religion, and once it goes far enough, it always gets corrupt. I also didn't mean to do fuck you to Catholics. It's like fuck you to all organized religions who have gone completely corrupt and are destroying the people they're supposed to guide with all these incompetent priests and doctors who make everything worse and worse and worse, so say they can keep in a little fucked up bubble. And I'm not only talking about churches, I'm also talking about hospitals and schools. So, so this is like, so I repeat the word so. It's like my stop word a lot. That's my first girlfriend who used that word a lot. She was Colombian. So yeah, it's always this myth of the two brothers. One is blessed, the other one is cursed. Like Cain and Abel, or Esau and Jacob. One is blessed, the other one no. Then bad things happens. One kills the other. There's many fables and stories regarding this topic. Anyway, I like to show you this picture, and then I want to end with a small story. So my entire life, I think I started playing video games when I was like 6, 7 years old. That's a good way for parents not to have to raise their children. I never stopped. Well, I stopped like now I'm 31. Jesus. And I don't engage with it anymore. It's all wasted time. Well, I had some good moments, but to have spent 20,000, maybe even 30,000 hours on it. 30,000 hours, that's like 6 master degrees. And a lot of money. And then I watched porn since I was 14. That's an entire other story, rabbit hole. Then the drinking started at 18, the smoking started at 19, and none of those ever really left me. So there was this friend I had, and I asked him for advice. I said, what do I do? I just keep smoking, drinking. What's the problem? It's like, you feel good with doing it. I said, yes. That friend was in my room as well, in my house. It was like a house guest that I invited in. Like a horny, predatory house guest. So keep doing it. And then suddenly I am 30 years old, still struggling with the same issues as I was 15 years old. Traveled the world, got my degree, made my friends, did my sports. And nobody ever appreciated me for any of that. Now I'm more specifically talking. Now I'm playing the victim again, but I had very good friends who were very good to me, and I fucked up all those relationships because I was angry and sullen, whatever. So then I asked his friends, I'm 30 years old, like, oh no, so I lost everything. But you're gonna be there, right? I asked my friend in the corner, And he said, yeah, the video games are always gonna be here for you. The porn is always gonna be here for you. The drugs is always gonna be here for you. And the bad friends are always gonna be there for you. So that is it. That is life of a lot of men in the 21st century. Now they're just proxies for like evil, sin, and problems that we all struggle with. But I do believe that the 21st century is kind of like Rat Park. And the only reason we are not going to war is because of the things that I just mentioned. But it will come, like every century sees 2 big wars. And you can see the war is already erupting. It's just not in the neighborhood. Whew. So we are going to get out of this sick swamp, this decaying, rotting swamp. We are going to find our way out of this black, dark forest full of predators. And we are going to survive the lonely, frosty nights and the blistering heat waves of this desert. We are going to overcome, because if we don't, I just refuse to let this sick, rotten society destroy me, and I just refuse to let like junky loser men destroy me, evil men, evil women, and I just refuse to let this sick, rotten, twisted society get me down. They will not. I'd fight. I go out fighting. I'll go out fighting. But Of course, now there's a neurotic holding pattern. Oh no, I told the world my plan. Well, it doesn't matter because nobody's going to watch this anyway. Yeah. I mean, in the end, we all end in decay, suffering, and breakdown. And our children will end in suffering, decay, and breakdown as well. So, what do? What is your next move? I'll see you in the next video.